You're listening to a high school basketball doubleheader on WMPC. We take you back now to Hunters Creek Community Church for the game between the Faith Falcons and Midland. Here's Greg and Bill.
Thanks, Dave. We appreciate that. Greg Bullen along with Bill Hetzler here at Hunters Creek Community Church, and we saw a great game, a win for the girls against Rochester Hills.
A scary win.
A scary win, but a lot to learn from that game, but nevertheless they did win it. And tonight we're going to see the boys against the Midland Flames. So we'll take a moment as Athletic Director Deanna Irvin prays for us and welcomes the teams, and then we'll be right back. But the Faith Falcons are a good team. They're up 2-0, but like most teams, they graduated a lot of guys, and so it's kind of a young team. And the Midland Flames, just looking at the two teams, they're a big team. They're tall.
Yeah, they're going to average about 3 inches taller than the Falcons, at least, maybe 4.
So we're going to take a moment to pray. I know you can't hear it very well over the air, but we will pause. We're not going to talk during the prayer, so we'll take just a moment. We'll give you Coach Irvin for the Faith Falcons is going to open in prayer. Let's pray. Amen. Thank you, Bill. Give us our starting lineups real quick.
Okay, for the Midland Flames, we have Gideon Zielinski, Hunter Rutkowski, Jacob Zielinski, Nathan Winterstein, and Eric Roosevelt. For the Faith Falcons, we got Garrett Gleason, Joel Shepard, Noah Demmel, Alex Swayze, and Caleb Nichols.
So it should be a good game, and of course, with big teams, big players, this isn't the biggest gym in the area, and boy, oh boy, when we saw those undefeated teams a few years ago with the Faith Falcons, they would just run up and down this floor.
Yeah. Well, if you're used to playing basketball, this is a good court to play in because you're not going to get tired running up and down this floor.
That's right. Alex Swayze is going to tip off for the Faith Falcons.
Looks like it's about 15, 20 feet shorter than a normal court.
Yeah, it's and narrower too. But it's a beautiful facility, and it's homeschool has changed so much to have these kind of opportunities. It's just great.
Yeah.
And we love being here. So Eric Roosevelt is going to jump against, and it's going to be controlled. Shepard has it on the outside to Nichols. Faith Falcons with the ball, going left to right across your radio. Working the offense, Swayze on the high post. They get it up to Gleason on top. Flames in a zone. Working the offense. Now Swayze has it. He'll shoot the jumper. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Tipped around and controlled by Jacob Zielinski. Rutkowski brings it down over to Jacob on the far side. Now holding the ball is Gideon. And Swayze with the block. Quickly outlets. And Faith will set up their offense. Gleason will take the three. He's got a man in his face. It's too strong. Swayze goes high for the rebound and is tipped nearly out of bounds, but controlled by Caleb, or rather by Roosevelt. Going hard to the hole is Gideon Zielinski. Swayze tips it out to Shepard. Shepard to Gleason. Shepard will take the three. So it's too strong off the rim. Rebound by Winterstein. Rutkowski has it for Midland. At the free throw line, elevating, shooting, and scoring, Gideon Zielinski. First points of the game, Midland up 2-0. 6:18 to go first quarter. Gleason has it, dumps it in to Swayze, and he had position, but just hurried it and missed a shot.
I think it was just a bit far under the basket, too. He trying to lean back and get that shot in.
And a nice steal there by Gleason. He wants to go end to end and does. Holds up instead, gets it out to Damel. He has it tipped away. They fight for the ball. And getting ahead is Winterstein, and he'll have an easy layup for Midland. Gleason brings it down now. They're down 4-zip with 5.5 to go first quarter. Back out to Swayze on top. The big man slides down into the post. Damo goes to the hole. Little dipsy-do, puts it up and in, splitting 2 defenders. Nice job by Danny Damo. Or Noah Damo, I'm sorry. Sorry, Noah. Working the offense is the Midland Flames. Gideon Zielinski in an easy interior pass to Winterstein. He puts it up and in, makes it 6-2. 5:05 to go first quarter. And a quick first quarter. Shepard has it on the far side, looking for a cutter. Now to Nichols. He'll elevate, take the 3. It's too strong. Rebounded down there by Hunter Rutkowski. He'll bring the ball down. F.A.I.T.H in a zone, in a 2-3. Rutkowski dumps it down low, now out. And too strong, Gideon Zielinski. Battle in the corner. And Nichols comes away with it. Swayze has it, elevates on the baseline, shoots and scores. Easily the big man on the floor. And makes it 6-4 with 4:15 to go first quarter.
Behind you, Garrett. Behind you, Garrett.
Midland with the lead. They're working their offense. Going strong to the hole that time was Jacob Zielinski. Shot a little bit wild. Rebounded by F.A.I.T.H. Shepard has it quickly in the corner, kicks it out to Nichols. He'll pull up for the shot. It's going to miss everything and go out of bounds to Midland. Hunter Rutkowski brings the ball down. Dribbles off his foot, kicked it ahead, controlled by Gleason. F.A.I.T.H with the ball now. Gleason looking for a hole, gives it out to Shepard. He has a look for the 3 for a moment, now kicks it up to Nichols. Damo's on the far side. Gleason comes up now on the top. Swayze sets a high pick, now drops down low. Now he'll set another pick. Gleason will dump it inside to him on the give and go. He'll put it up and in. 2 Midland players hit the deck. And we're tied at 6, and Coach Irvin wants a 30-second timeout. But that give and go is a sweet play, and Swayze's so tall, he makes it work.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a very important type thing. If you can set the pick, give the ball away, and turn around, grab the ball, and put it in, that's a great thing to do. This is going to probably be the biggest test that the Falcons have had so far this year, I guess. That's what their athletic director and their coach both said. So, yeah.
Well, it's been a quick game.
Yes.
And
we've run through almost 5 minutes of playing time, and only in just that short. I mean, it's been really fast.
So out of the timeout, Midland ball. Rutkowski will bring it down. They'll meet him at midcourt. Gideon Zielinski dribbles down onto the baseline, kicks it back out. Little give and go back door, and Gideon with the make. Makes it 8-6 with 3 minutes to go first quarter. Gleason brings the ball down for F.A.I.T.H. He kicks it out to Damo, now to Nichols. Gleason on top, calls the play. Shepard has it in the corner. Swayze comes up on the high post. Now he's working, sets the pick. Damo dribbles toward the hole. He wants to go all the way and does. Shot just a little too hard. Swayze with the rebound, kicks it out to Nichols. Little ball fake in the corner. Gleason to Nichols on the low post. Now Shepard in the corner. Gleason to Damo. He's open for the 3 on the weak side. Swayze there with the putback, too strong. It's tipped around and controlled by Midland. Gideon Zielinski wants to run, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Garrett Gleason flopped, and the whistle was a little slow. One thing we should point out that's different is that there's only 2 officials.
Right.
And rather than MHSAA ball games, there's 3 for girls and boys, and it makes it a little harder. That whistle was a little slow, but normally there would be an official standing right there.
And that's 1 foul so far in the game. Zielinski has it.
Already 6 minutes gone. 8-6 Midland. They're up over Faith. Shepard has it on the far side. Damel slides by. Now Nichols sets a pick. Gleason has it up on top looking for daylight. Kicks it out to Nichols. Little ball fake. Now Shepard comes back up. They kick it around. Gleason tries to get it to Nichols, and they're going to call a foul. And I think that's going to be on Jacob Zielinski.
Yeah. Yeah, and trying to swat the ball. He swatted the player.
Gleason takes it out underneath. Looking. Now throws it up high to Nichols. He's open for the 3. Puts it up. It's too strong. And rebounded there by Gideon Zielinski. Gets it to Rutkowski over on the far side. Swings it up to Jacob Zielinski. Now to Gideon. Thought about a shot. Gleason's bothering him. Now he'll go toward the hole. Move around Swayze. Swayze bothered the shot, and it was too strong. Swayze with the rebound. Gleason, 3 for Damo is short. Gideon Zielinski has a 3-on-1 and an easy layup for Jacob Zielinski on that fast break. Down to 1:05 first quarter, 10-6 Midland. Swayze has it way up at the top of the key. Now Gleason gets it on the far side. Little head fake, kicks it out to Damel. Damel to Nichols. Nichols to Shepard on the far side. He'll launch the 3 and put it up and in. Makes it a 10-9 game with 40 seconds to go. And the officials are not going to stop the clock because the player was tying his shoe. Gideon comes down. Now Jacob, and he double dribble.
Don't get sucked out too far, guys. Don't get sucked out too far. 25 seconds.
Okay, the Falcons are bringing it down the court. Gleason's got the ball. Bringing it down. Gets it over to Shepard.
Shepard has it on the far side. Thanks, Bill. And now up to Nichols on the top. He looks at the clock. 10 seconds to go. Nichols dribbles over. Gleason goes down the lane. His shot misses. And that's going to be your first quarter score. 10-9 turned out pretty good for Faith as it turned out.
Not bad at all, yeah. And basically on both teams, only 3 people have been scoring.
Yeah.
It's been Zielinski, Gideon, Jacob Zielinski, and Nathan Witherstein for the Flames. For the Falcons, it's been Shepard, Damel, and Swayze.
And no fouls to speak of either.
No, one foul, 2 fouls on the Flames. Gordon Zielinski and Jacob Zielinski. The Zielinski brothers have each got 1 foul. Nobody on the Falcons has a foul yet. So it's been a very clean game.
That's pretty amazing.
Now the coach of the Falcons does a real good job of getting his guys prepared. They play very well disciplined.
Yep.
Very well disciplined.
Yep. It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Faith Falcons basketball on the only radio station in the world with Faith Falcons basketball.
That's right.
WMPC Lapeer. Beginning of the second quarter, Midland comes out with the ball. They've got a 1-point lead, 10-9, as the quarter gets underway. Gideon Zielinski gives it up to his brother Jacob. Now Rutkowski has it on the far side. In the corner to Roosevelt. The shot no good. Gleason with the rebound on the weak side. Pushes it ahead to Damel. He goes to the hole, goes up strong, and got knocked down. He's going blind for 2.
He kind of got mugged on that one.
Yeah.
Jake Headland was a guilty party on that one.
First free throw is good. Second free throw up and rattles in and out. Rutkowski comes away with a rebound. The score is 10-10. 7:30 to go first quarter. Rutkowski kicks it out. Zielinski goes up against Swayze, and he puts it up and in. 12-10 Midland. Gleason dribbles now, dumps it into Swayze, but the pass was too strong. Rutkowski tipped it over to Jake Hedlund. Midland with the ball now, working their offense. Kick it out. Gideon Zielinski's three-point try is no good. The rebound comes down to Damel. He gives it off to Gleason. Shepard's over there. Little ball feint, goes to the hole now, kicks it out. Nichols is open for three at the top. His shot is bothered and it's no good. Gideon Zielinski with the rebound.
Actually, his wrist got slapped, but the ref wasn't able to see that because only two refs.
Working it around now. Hedlund dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Gideon, and he got fouled. That's going to go against Gleason.
Good foul though. He had that bucket.
6:36 to go second quarter. 12-10 Midland over the Faith Falcons. Midland has the ball. Gideon Zielinski has it over here on the left side. He'll take the three. It rattles in and out. Nichols with the rebound for Faith. He wants to run. He's got Shepard on the wing. Now gives it to him. And Joel will kick it back out to Gleason. Looks at Damel. Now dribbles over there. He's open momentarily. Now back to Nichols on the top. Gleason. All this action is way up on the top above the key. Now he dribbles over to the left. Out to Swayze. He'll take the 17-footer and put it up and in. Alex Swayze with 2 more points. Tied at 12. 5:50 to go, second quarter. Hedlund has it, gives it up to Rutkowski. Thought about a three from the corner. Now to Gideon Zielinski. Hedlund around to Jacob. Here goes in. His wild shot is no good. And we got a tie-up on the rebound. And that's Faith Falcons' ball on the hell ball. Substitution for Faith. Nichols is going to sit down.
And Drake Urban's coming in.
Gleason has it now on the top. Found Shepard going in, and he got blocked from behind. And that's always a foul. That's going to go against Nathan Winterstein. It's so tempting. Shepard beat him, got by him. First free throw is good. And the Faith Falcons have their first lead of the night, 13-12. But you can't block a shot from behind. They'll call a foul every time. Second free throw up and good. Rutkowski has it now, 14-12. Midland is down. Gideon Zielinski. They're passing it around now, working the offense. Low post to Winterstein, and he stepped out of bounds. .5:10 to go first half. 14-12. Faith with the lead and the ball. Gleason looks at Swayze and gives it up to Damel. He'll shoot the three. It's no good. Rebounded down there by Roosevelt. Nearly stolen by Gleason. And the jumper by Gideon Zielinski is no good. And then Gleason comes up with it. And then he throws it away to Rutkowski. Shepard chasing him down, bothering him. Rutkowski goes end to end. And threw a bullet to Gideon Zielinski when he was about 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Out of bounds.
A little bit strong.
Yeah. Great pace to this game. Shepard open in the corner, kicks it back out to Gleason. He's open for three, now gets it to Urban. He'll shoot a 10-foot jumper. It's just off the front of the rim, no good. Swayze couldn't get in there with 3 Midland Flame players in the paint. Rutkowski has it now. Gets it over on the far side to Hedlund, and it's stolen, thrown away. Gleason comes away with it. Faith with the ball, dribbles into the paint, turns, shoots, it's short. Gideon Zielinski with the rebound. Rutkowski has it.
You know where he's going.
In the corner to Headland. He'll dump low post. Nearly stolen by Shepard. Gideon with the wild move, and Irvin's going to get called for a foul. It's basically he stuffed the ball right into Winterstein's face.
Yeah, almost a muggy.
Yeah.
Good job, Jake.
Slight delay as Gideon Zielinski ties his shoe. Now Headland's going to come out. And Jacob Zielinski back in the game for him. Underneath, and they come all the way up to Jacob. Gets it over to Gideon. Now up to Roosevelt in the paint, and the little jumper by Winterstein's a little too strong. Rebound to F.A.I.T.H. Gleason has it. And he'll shoot the three and put it up and in. They just left him alone, and he shot it. 17-12, F.A.I.T.H. Falcons.
Good job, Jerry. Take it, buddy. You got it. Take it.
Rutkowski's going to take a three himself and put it in. 17-15, Falcons with a 2-point lead. 3 minutes to go first half. Gleason dribbles to his right. He'll take another three. It's off. Swayze nearly had it. He gets bothered and then couldn't handle it. Midland Flames ball. Rutkowski comes down with a kind of a move. Gets it out to Jacob Zielinski. He sees some daylight, goes past Irvin. Shot no good. It's going to be off Swayze, out of bounds to Midland. 2:36 to go first half. 17-15 F.A.I.T.H. Gideon back to Rutkowski rather. In the paint, blocked by Irvin over Winterstein. Controlled by Midland. Gideon Zielinski goes into the paint after the ball fake. He hits the deck, but no call. Swayze with the rebound. Kicks it to Gleason. Gleason to Shepard. He's alone in the corner. He'll put it up and in. Another three for the F.A.I.T.H. Falcons. Makes it 20-15 with 2:07 to go in the first half. Gideon Zielinski has the ball. And timeout for Midland. And that's a good timeout. 2 minutes to go. You want to even this thing up. Coach Irvin has his boys playing well. And basically, Midland, although they like to drive, they live and die with the outside shot.
Yeah, they do. And their outside shooting has not been, they haven't been high percentage shots, that's for sure. They've gone up, but they have not gone in. I thought at first they were going to use their height advantage and go inside more, but they haven't been doing that.
Well, they like to run. They're good at it, and they don't have any problem going to the paint. It's just that lately their shots have not been falling. And for F.A.I.T.'s part, you know, they've worn them down a little bit so that the Midland defense has given them some more space. And Joe Shepard is not the tallest player on the court, but if you leave him open, he'll hit that three.
Plus the fact that he's a very good ball handler. He can move around with that ball.
Go, guys.
Zielinski has it now in the corner. Gideon rather. And it's going to be a foul on Nichols. Back in the game for Irvin. Out of bounds to Midland with 1:56 to go. They're down 5. Gideon Zielinski has it, guarded by Gleason. Kicks it up to his brother, now to Rutkowski. Rutkowski to Headland. Over on the far side to Jacob. Gideon pulls up for a little 8-foot jumper. It's a little too strong. Gleason comes away with, or Damel rather, comes away with the rebound. He'll get it over to Gleason. Swayze sets a pick for him. They kick it back to Nichols instead, around to Shepard. Damel dribbles toward the free throw line, kicks it out to Shepard. F.A.I.T.H. working their offense. Back up to Shepard on the top from Gleason. He's got Swayze in the corner. Thinks about baseline. Now kicks it back out to Gleason. Little head fake by Gleason. Kicks it back out to Nichols. He'll take the three, put it up. It's too strong and bounces all the way out to Headland, above the free throw line. 50 seconds to go now, 2015. F.A.I.T.H with the lead, Midland with the ball. Headland comes up on top, gets the pass. Rutkowski's open momentarily. Kicks it over to Jacob. He's alone at the free throw line. He'll elevate. His shot is short, but he gets his own rebound and kicks it back out. 30 seconds to go now. Gideon has it. Dribbles to his right, gets a little pick, puts up the long one, and it hit the support over. It went off the backboard straight up and hit the support. That's out of bounds. 25 seconds to go. Gleason's going to be content to hold for one more shot with a 5-point lead. Shepard looks at Damo. Now kicks it to Nichols. To Gleason over on this side. He's got a little opening, goes to the hole, and he puts it up and in and got fouled. Tough shot. Kind of falling backwards as he put that up and went off the side of the rim and rolled over. 9.5 seconds to go. Gleason with the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. His free throw is too strong. Headland brings it down. 7 seconds to go. Rutkowski, aware of the clock, dribbles to his right. Now gets it to Jacob Zielinski. He nearly lost it. Now he threw it up and it's off the back of the rim, but no shot. It was too late. And a nice comeback in this first half for the F.A.I.T.H Falcons. They're up 22-15 over the Midland Flames. We're going to go to halftime, throw it back to Dave for about 7 or 8 minutes, and then be back for the second half of this great game. You are listening to live F.A.I.T.H Falcons basketball on your home for live local high school sports, WMPC.
Back now to the gym at Hunters Creek Community Church in the second half of the boys' high school basketball game. Here's Greg and Bill.
Thanks, Dave. We appreciate that. 22-15, F.A.I.T.H Falcons with the lead against the Midland Flames. And we are set to go for the second half. Rutkowski dribbles down to the right. His team down 7. Gets it up to Roosevelt on the top. They swing it around. Gideon Zielinski elevates. Gets it to Headland. And Roosevelt with the rebound, and Swayze mugged him from behind. Actually hurt him, hit him on the head. Swayze comes over and says, man, I didn't mean to. Just an aggressive play, not a cheap shot. But it was a putback, so. And it looks like Swayze is bleeding. That's not good. He's holding his chin. And you can't play with blood.
No, they're gonna have to get that cut up. Covered, so there's no blood in evidence.
So a slight delay as Coach Irvin checks him out. The refs are going to wait until he's ready to coach again. Deanna's over there checking it out.
Where's the first aid kit?
Like I say, it was a basketball play. It wasn't a cheap play, but yeah, they got to get that bandaged up. And they got to
get the blood off the floor.
There's blood on the floor. Yeah, you can't have that. That happened to me once in a game I was coaching. The opposing team star player got a strawberry on his knee that was bleeding.
Uh-oh.
And he missed about 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Oh, bad.
And it turned the tide of the game.
I bet it would. Yeah, that's tough. Those friction burns will really get you. But they're still cleaning the floor.
Swayze's headed to the bathroom behind us. That's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
Irvin in the game for him.
They're going to miss that height.
Yeah, absolutely.
That inside game. You know, now they're trying to wipe up the spots to get the moisture off the floor. They got the blood up. Now they got to get the water up.
Coach Jeff Shepard, now assistant coach. Known him for years, and of course his son Joel is a starter for these F.A.I.T Falcons. And he's out there doing towel duty. Roosevelt at the line. First free throw goes in. Makes it 22-16 with 7:38 to go. Just underway here in the third quarter. Roosevelt's second free throw is up and away, and it's good. Textbook free throw technique, 22-17. Gleason comes down. Midland matched up man-to-man now. Shepard has it over on the far side. Gleason dribbles toward the hole, kicks it out to Shepard. Around to Nichols on the top. Tries to force it into Irvin. Roosevelt with the steal. Rutkowski ahead to Gideon Zielinski. Now to Jacob in the corner. He wants to go baseline. Spins, kicks it out. And it's stolen by Irvin as Winterstein was trying to turn and shoot. He's got some tape in his hand. Comes down, nearly fouls, bothers the shot by Damel. Rebound to Midland. Rutkowski comes down here on the right side. He's open for three and takes it. It's off to the side. Damel with the rebound, and he'll settle and let the defense pass him by. Gets it to Gleason over on this side, on the left side. Gleason dribbles to his left, kicks it out to Shepard in the corner, back to Gleason. Irvin tries to set a pick. Now he kicks it out to Damel over on the far side. Damel dribbles back to the middle. F.A.I.T.H taking their time on their offense. Midland matched up man-to-man, but laying back. Shepard doesn't have a look at the hoop. Guarded by Rutkowski. Nichols drives baseline, pulls up, shoots a 10-footer. It's going to be short. Gideon Zielinski comes away with it. He's going to go end-to-end. Puts up a wild shot. The putback is no good by Winterstein. Damel comes away with it for F.A.I.T.H. Damel into the paint. Gleason wide open for three. That was Damel with the shot on the assist from Gleason. And he puts it up and in, makes it 25-17. 5:42 to go, third quarter. Roosevelt goes in, lost the handle, and Nichols picked it up. He gets it ahead to Gleason. Quickly ahead to Damel, little ball fake. Now they swing it around. Nichols has it up on top. Gleason calls out the play. Jacob Zielinski bothers him, yells at him. Nichols dribbles it around. Little head fake back to Damel. Now he'll take the three and put it up and in. 28-17. Timeout Midland. With 5:04 to go, third quarter. And that very, very patient offense has resulted in some points for the F.A.I.T.H Falcons.
Yes, it did. And, well, they were able to just keep the ball moving around until somebody had a good open look, and then they popped the three.
That was nice. So they're up 11. Midland not getting good looks. Their shots just aren't dropping. And they like to drive. I see Swayze's back in the huddle.
I think Midland likes to, they like to push the ball up the court, and they like to get off a quick shot. If they were a little more patient, they might have better looks. But I'm not going to tell them that.
That's right. Let them figure it out. So Gideon Zielinski, Hedlund, Roosevelt, Rutkowski, and Jacob Zielinski on the floor for Midland, and they've got the ball. Rutkowski dribbles to his left, kicks it all the way across to Gideon. Back to Jacob on the far side. He goes into the paint, kicks it out. Gideon goes around Demel, elevates for a 5-foot J, puts it up and in the paint. Getting right back to what made this game close in the first half. Gleason and Nichols on the high post for F.A.I.T.H. Looking at Swayze, who's back in the game. Gleason kicks it out to Swayze. He'll shoot a 10-footer. It's off to the side. Rebounded by Gideon Zielinski. He wants to run and does. Pulls up at the free throw line at the elbow. Puts it up and in. Makes it 28-21 with 4:20 to go. Third quarter. F.A.I.T.H Falcons have the lead. Shepard with the ball. Gets it to Nichols. Up top. Now to Gleason. Dribbles to his left. Dumps it off to Demel. He's at the elbow. Damel to Nichols. Nichols three-point rattled up and out and in. 31-21. F.A.I.T Falcons. Midland with the ball. Gideon Zielinski goes hard to the hole. Puts it up and in.
He's pretty much their whole offense this half so far.
Gleason to Shepard. Shepard puts it up over Rutkowski. Rutkowski fell asleep for just a split second, and Joel Shepard put it up and in. Another three, 34-23. Gideon Zielinski, he'll put up a three himself. The lefty not shy about shooting. Makes it an 8-point game, 34-26 with 3:18 to go. Gleason dribble in the third quarter, I should say. Shepard left open in the corner by Rutkowski again. He's totally stymied, and Joel Shepard puts up another three from the left-hand corner. Quick dump to Roosevelt underneath. Rutkowski says, let's come down here and get some points, and they did. Roosevelt had an easy left-hand layup. 37-28, 2:50 to go. Third quarter, Gleason dribbles down, bothered by Jacob Zielinski, and Zielinski knocked him down, and it's going to get called for the foul. Be Faith ball underneath.
And that's 3 on him.
Demo goes hard to the hole, tries to kick it back out. Shepard scoops it away from Rutkowski. Now back up to Demo, and they'll settle their offense. Swayze trying to set a pick, and does. Demo can't get away, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Roosevelt. Roosevelt wants to take it out of bounds. He's quite a character, that Roosevelt.
Yeah, he is.
He's not shy about talking to the refs. Dumped inside to Swayze, guarded by Roosevelt. He'll turn, shoot, and score. Classic fadeaway a la Dirk Nowitzki. 39-28, 2:19 to go third quarter. Zielinski to Zielinski. Gideon wants to go to the hole and does, lays it up. Just missed it. His brother rebounded, puts it back up over his head, up and in. 9-point game now. 2 minutes to go. Gleason brings it down, dribbles to his left. Got Damo on the far side. Damo dribbles to his left, goes toward the hole, kicks it out to Shepard. Now up to Nichols. Little ball fake. He'll elevate at the top of the key. His shot's too strong. And Gideon Zielinski, he's going to run. It's a 3-on-1. He's the one, puts it up and in and got fouled. Not in, I'm sorry, did not go in. He missed a shot, but he's going to the line for 2. Frantic pace as Midland is trying to close this gap. They're down 9, 39-30 with 1:41 to go.
Yeah, they gave Damo that foul.
Foul against Damo underneath. Take your pick. Gideon Zielinski, excellent shooter. Irvin's going to come in now for Nichols. Gideon's second shot is up and in. Makes it a 7-point game, 39-32. Gleason to Swayze, back out to Damo. Back up to Gleason on the top. Swayze working the high post with Irvin. Now Swayze has it up on top. 3-point land, he'll take it. It's off the back of the rim, hit the support, and that's out of bounds.
Yep.
That support needs to be on the back.
Yeah,
That's twice tonight that a shot has hit that thing. Rutkowski with it now for Midland, dumps it to Roosevelt. Up to Gideon Zielinski, his shot is no good. Swayze pulls it in for F.A.I.T.H. Gets it to Gleason. Gleason dribbles behind his back, looks at Damo. Instead dribbles to his left. Jacob Zielinski yelling at him in his face. Swayze with the baseline J, rebounded by Roosevelt. Rutkowski dribbles into the paint right by Irvin. Irvin nearly knocked him down, but he made the shot anyway. 42 seconds to go, 39-34. F.A.I.T.H with a 5-point lead. Swayze has it and he traveled. They're going to call a foul against Gideon Zielinski. But it was just a bad pass behind him and very awkward. It's a tough break for Midland.
Come on, guys.
Sophomore David Clark coming in for the first time tonight for Midland for Jake Hedlund. with 31.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Faith ball underneath, looking. Now gets it into Shepard. He floats toward the hole, has to kick it back out to Gleason. Gleason goes into the paint, and they're going to call offensive. Nope, they are going to call a defensive foul. Jacob Zielinski with the foul.
That's 4 on him.
So he's going to have to sit, and Winterstein's going to come in for him. Faith ball underneath. 23 seconds to go. Damo floats to the basket. Had a good look at it, but put it up too hard.
Yeah.
Gideon Zielinski at the free throw line now. His shot will drop in. Bounced twice and went down. Makes it 39-36 with 9 seconds to go. Gleason dribbles down, gives it to Shepard. He's going to go right to the hole, past everybody, has it blocked out of bounds. With 0.8 seconds to go, Gleason will take it out. They're going to have to just have a touch shot. Just like that, Swayze puts it up. That's exactly what you do in that situation, but the shot is well short. And it's a 3-point game at the end of the third quarter. F.A.I.T.H Falcons 39, Midland Flames 36.
And Gideon Zielinski is the horse for Midland there.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just, he's 11, 13 points in that quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and basically he just decided to put the game on his back. It was slipping away from them. So he decided, well, if we're going to win or lose by what I do in this quarter, and they've been very aggressive. The thing about the F.A.I.T.H Falcons is working their offense. I don't know how many team fouls that Midland has, but it could be a factor down the stretch of this close game.
It's looking like they have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 team fouls right now.
So just one to give. F.A.I.T.H ball out of bounds to begin the fourth quarter. The Falcons are up 3, 39-36 over the Midland Flames. Gleason gets it to Shepard on the far side. Thought about it. Now to Nichols. Back to Gleason on the top. Swayze trying to set a pick for him. Gleason will shoot the 3 and put it in. It was an awkward looking shot. He was kind of stepping forward, but he put it in. Makes it 42-36. Headland loses the handle. Now Roosevelt collects it. Rutkowski open for 3. He's going to go into the paint, kick it out. Winterstein with the shot, no good. Gideon Zielinski, athletic rebound, and he turned and put it up and in. 4-point game, 7:15 to go. Gleason to Shepard, guarded by Rutkowski. Shepard back up to Nichols. To Damel. On the far side, Shepard snuck in the back door, and he got an easy layup. 44-38, another 2 for Joel Shepard. Rutkowski goes into the paint, kicks it off his own knee, out of bounds. Falcons ball, they're up 6. Gleason dribbles down. Kicks it out to Shepard in the corner. Now Swayze sets a pick for him. Back to Gleason. All this on the left side. Swayze pops out. Now he sets a pick. A little give and go. Knocked out of bounds by Gideon Zielinski. It's a good idea. The pass was just not quite high enough. Swayze couldn't haul it in. Gleason takes it out underneath. Looking. Has it tipped away, and it's stolen by Winterstein. And then bodies hit the floor, and it's going to be F.A.I.T Falcons ball out of bounds. Gleason has it now. F.A.I.T being very patient. 6:25 to go fourth quarter. They're up 6. Shepard goes hard to the hole. His shot's too strong. Gideon Zielinski has the rebound. He's going to go end to end. Rutkowski has it in the corner. Now all the way across, Rutkowski wide open on the weak side, puts in the 3. 44-41 with 6 minutes to go. Damo has the ball on the right side, or rather Gleason does. Now out to Nichols on the top. Swayze on the weak side. Shepard comes to help, nearly has it stolen. by Rutkowski. Now Gleason has it. He'll shoot the three. It's way too strong. Rebounded there by Winterstein. Rutkowski has it for Midland. Winterstein's shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Nichols for F.A.I.T.H.
Get good shot.
Timeout for the F.A.I.T.H Falcons. They're up 3 with 5:25 to go.
This is getting to be shades of the girls' game.
Yes, that's right. And despite what the scoreboard says, I'm quite sure this is a fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, oh, yes. It's the fourth quarter. They just haven't changed their little number up there.
Well, like I said, the scorekeepers, it's just the layout of this gym. They can't see the scoreboard. So maybe they're going to give us an extra quarter, a bonus quarter of basketball.
That'd be interesting.
Of course, if there were 5, they wouldn't be quarters, right?
Right.
They'd be fifths.
Sure.
So Midland comes out of the timeout.
There we go. They got the board corrected now.
Gleason and Damon will handle the ball. Brendan Plunkett in the game for F.A.I.T.H for the first time tonight as Nichols sits down. Shepard guarded by Rutkowski, dribbles to his right. Gives it up to Gleason, to Damon in the corner.
Oh, drive it, no.
Up to Plunkett at the top of the key. Swayze's in the corner. Shepard, little ball fake, and gives it up to Gleason. Gleason looks at Swayze. Swayze sets the pick and kicks it back out to Shepard. Shepard sees an opening, lays it up and in. Joel Shepard with good court savvy. Rutkowski dribbles into the paint for Midland, kicks it out to Roosevelt. And we're going to have a shooting foul as Winterstein went to the hole. Little running hook.
He didn't need to do it. Just hold the
That's going to be against Plunkett. 5-point lead for F.A.I.T.H. First free throw is good by Winterstein. Second free throw is too strong. Gleason with the rebound. 46-42, 4:37 in the fourth quarter. Gleason across to Damel. Damel dribbles back, now kicks it out to Gleason. Two-man game. Damel goes into the paint, kicks it out to Gleason, back out on the side. Now Damel has it up on top, and his three-point try is blocked by Jacob Zielinski. Gideon comes down, spins against three. Swayze bothers the shot and gets the rebound.
Slow down, come on.
Gleason drifts down. He's open for a long two. Russ a shot. Swayze jumps in and saves him with the rebound.
Take your time, come on, guys.
Under 4 minutes to go, 4-point game. Shepard gives it up to Gleason on the top. He calls out the play. Swayze comes up to set a high pick. Damel comes by as Shepard has the ball over in front of his own bench. Shepard to Gleason on the top. Everything working on the right side right now. Shepard in the corner, gives it up to Gleason, now to Damel. Damel back to Shepard. Minute gone in this possession alone. Damel dribbles down toward the baseline. Now Shepard in the corner. Gleason thinks about a three, little head fake on Gideon Zielinski. He kicks it out to Shepard in the corner on the left side now. 3:10 to go in the contest. Swayze gets it cross court to Shepard. Gleason has it up on top. F.A.I.T.H just playing keep away. Shepard open for three, puts it up, it's too strong. Swayze is right there, collects it, missed the lay-in. Rebound by Gideon Zielinski. Long possession. Zielinski nearly fell and has it blocked by Damel, and then he's going to get called for the foul. And I can't believe how much time went off the clock on that last possession.
They didn't call a foul. I don't know what they called.
Well, there was a foul. It's F.A.I.T.H ball anyway, with 2:38 to go. Swayze has it in the corner. Cross court to Damo, and he nearly lost the handle, tipped it in. Rutkowski saved it, and he's going to settle for Midland. Winterstein kicks it around. Gideon Zielinski on the baseline, gives it up to his brother. Now Rutkowski. Now Roosevelt at the elbow. Tipped out of bounds over there by Swayze. 2:14 to go, 4-point game. Full timeout for Midland, and at the very least, everybody needs to take a breath, including me.
Yeah, somebody get the oxygen.
Well, that was obviously the strategy in that last timeout, was just play keep away and see if they foul you. Just take really good care of the ball. And, of course, they didn't do that on that last possession because Swayze was down here on the left side, and Damon wasn't ready for a cross-court pass.
No.
The whole idea is to kick it back out and work it around the horn. So we'll see if this pays off. 2:14 to go. Faith Falcons, Midland Flames. Faith 46, Midland 42. Coming out of the timeout now. It's going to be Midland ball. And Faith is going to call a timeout right on top of that. So
I think Coach needs to talk a little bit more.
yeah, he wasn't done.
Needs to strategize.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, what you try to do, you try to cover as many contingencies as possible. If they score quickly, make sure you don't, make sure you take care of the ball. If you get an open shot like Joel Shepard saw a couple possessions ago, he saw an opening where they worked the ball for 90 seconds, and then all of a sudden they got lazy, and he saw the back door and just had an easy layup.
And those are pretty, aren't they? I love those kinds.
Well, it's when your patience pays off on offense.
Mm-hmm. There for a while, I thought maybe they were going to go to the old UC Four Corners there.
Yeah.
Or UNC, I should say.
Yeah, UNC, I remember that. 1982. That was the game that brought the shot clock into college basketball.
Yes, it did.
They got a halftime lead, and then they stalled the whole second half. It was not compelling television, I'll tell you that.
Boring is what it was.
So coming out of the timeout, Midland with the ball. Gideon Zielinski has it up on top. 2:10 to go. Jacob has it, dribbles toward the basket, looking for his brother. Now he loses it on the floor, and it's stolen by Gleason. Gleason dribbles down, under 2 minutes to go. Gleason goes to the hole, has an easy layup, and just missed it just a little too hard. Roosevelt with the rebound. Rutkowski has it baseline. They're looking for an easy shot. Rutkowski comes across underneath. Winterstein has it low post, working against Plunkett, and he gets fouled. And that is definitely a mismatch. Not exactly sure why Nichols isn't on the floor.
That's 2 on Plunkett.
He's got a little more beef to go up against.
Yeah, Winterstein's a big boy.
Yes, he is. First free throw is good. We're going to have a substitution for the first time tonight. Danny Ruhlman in the game for Plunkett.
Well, he's got a little bit more weight. Let's see what happens. No height, though.
Winterstein's second free throw is up and good. And it's a 2-point game, 46-44 with 1:37 to go. Gleason's going to bring the ball down as usual. He's got Damel to his left. Defense is laying back. Unless they engage, the ref won't count it off. Matched up man-to-man is Midland. Damel dribbles forward. Goes into the paint, nearly loses it. Now he'll put it up, and it rims out. Not a wise decision. Gideon Zielinski's going to go end-to-end, and he's going to lay it up and in, and we're tied at 46 with 1 minute to go. Shepard has the ball, gets it back to Gleason. 50 seconds to go. Gleason with the ball, tied at 46. Swayze with the screen to Ruhlman to Damel. Gleason comes up to help. 40 seconds to go. Damel to Shepard. This is all at the top of the key. Now to Gleason. 30 seconds to go.
They're going to have to make their move about 15 seconds left. If they're gonna.
Over to Shepard on the far side. Still way out of shooting range. 20 seconds. Shepard to Gleason. He looks at the clock. And we got a timeout.
12
with
seconds
12
left.
seconds to go.
We could end up with an overtime.
Tied at 46. We could. It looks like Midland's going to give them an outside shot. Coach Irvin drawing up the play. And Midland is a long ways away from here. And it's too bad more of their fans couldn't be here because this is a good team in a good game.
Yes, it is. And it has been. And it's sad because Midland is a long way away. It's a good hour or more away.
It's actually, their ride down here was 2.5 hours. I heard them talking when they got here.
That's a bit long. I mean, Midland's not that far. Well, of course, I was thinking of from Flint. Yeah, you're adding another 20 miles on. Yeah, it's probably a good hour and a half at least from here. Of
But
course,
most of these kids probably don't live right in town either.
No.
So.
probably had to go around and pick them up. I know they had a bad accident on I-75, but I think that was on the northbound side, so I don't forget what affected their trip.
46-46, all tied up with 12 seconds left. Coming out of the timeout, F.A.I.T.H Falcons have the ball. Coach Irvin has drawn up his play. The ball comes into Gleason. 10 seconds to go. Looks at the clock, drives to his right. Gets it to Demmel on the top. Gleason's going to have to take a long prayer. Puts it up and in. A three-point shot at the buzzer from way downtown. And the F.A.I.T.H Falcons have won the game at the buzzer, 49-46 on the long downtown three-point shot by Garrett Gleason. Unbelievable.
That was awesome. You couldn't ask for a more exciting ending to a really good game.
Oh man, we are starting off with a bang for this basketball season. We've had two good games.
Yes, we have.
And I don't know how we're going to top that. Final score for the boys, 49-46, F.A.I.T.H Falcons. The Midland Flames played a great game, and they're going to have a long ride home tonight for sure. Well, I'll be back with Bill next week. It's a 7 p.m. tip-off next Friday night. The Lapeer Lightning boys taking on Carmen Ainsworth. Again, your final score from Hunters Creek Community Church. F.A.I.T.H Falcons 49 with that three-point shot at the buzzer, and the Midland Flames 46. You are listening to WMPC Sports.